I got some new toys in. I know where my toys are. It is 8:02. Do you know where your toys are? What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Yimbo. Welcome to my Sunday night podcast where we talk about life and toys. Guys, toy wise, this week has brought me great joy for a variety of reasons. But toys definitely sustains. I don't know. A lot of new stuff came in, and it's all things I've been looking forward to. So, hello. I hope you had a great week. Hope you got some toys that you wanted, that you were looking forward to. I broke my weekly streak. I was doing a pretty good job of getting an extra video out a week. I recorded 2 videos. I actually have 3 in the tank right now, and it's been hard. It's been really hard finding time for myself these days. Oh my goodness. So I have 3 things that I have to edit. I know one of them is for sure. One of them, let's just start there. Hang on, because I knock everything over. Hang on. So let's start with what brought me great joy today. Not today, this week. I needed I didn't realize how much I needed it. It felt really good, and it was just really nice. So actually 2 different people. But here's the first. So the second one, the stuff is upstairs still because my kids have been enjoying it. Okay, so this week I went to the post office and I had 2 things waiting for me. One is from Cal the Collector, Citizen of the Month. What's going on, Carlos? And Diggs Figs, Global Icon and National Treasure. So Diggs Figs, his little gift pack, his little just wonderful thing was a chalkboard and stickers. The stickers were awesome, but the chalkboard was just directly because that was something we discussed as Toy Daddies on a stream for September, and it was just really wonderful. So thank you again, Diggs. And Cal, my goodness, man, we share a deep love of Superman, and with the movie and just the world continuing to need that level of hope and optimism that Superman provides, that ideal. This was really great. So Cal hooked me up with the Kingdom Come, the Gong Studios. And this thing is really rad. It's really rad. I have to do a little work on the hands to do a little heating. It's a third-party figure after all, even though it's Pop Mart. I had no idea it was Pop Mart. But that was just, again, made my heart grow 3 sizes. So that was amazing. Thank you again, Carlos. That figure's great. So I actually recorded a video of that figure as a review. It's clearly skewed because I talk about how much that figure now means to me. So, but just as a fun way of hanging out and doing it, unboxing toys with a friend. So I have that. That's probably the first. That's the one for sure that needs to go out. So I just wanted to thank those 2 friends. So thank you guys. It was just really nice. It was really nice. And like I said, I'm trying not to be like a Debbie Downer, but I said to my wife this morning, I'm like, I'm just in a mood. And in the past, before I started, before really my emotional education, my emotional intelligence education, when I became a dad. I mean, this is something I've talked about a long time ago. But I try very hard not to let that mood carry through my day. But it's tough. It was tough. I've been feeling it. I've been feeling just I don't know. I'm in my feels. But that's what's so special about our Sunday nights together here in Yambonia. As I tell you guys all the time, I crave this time. We're going to have an hour to 2 hours where we get to hang out. I have so many figures out on my floor. They're currently organized, and I've already prepped my floor for the disaster post stream, which I probably won't get to clean up until who the hell knows, but it's going to be worth it because I have been waiting and waiting and waiting for this moment when I got in all of my Gamerverse stuff. So the last technical, I guess we can say, is the Punisher Frank Castle 2-pack with Fury, but that's not the Gamerverse that I'm talking about. Like, this is Marvel Capcom. So exciting. So, hello. I hope everybody's doing well. That's just a little, try to keep the rambling on the short side. I'm making sure. I hope this will sound. I just switched a setting. I keep forgetting to check. It should have still been pretty good, though. So hopefully, if I talk like this, yeah, can I hear it? Okay. I think I'm okay. So let's check comments. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. There's Cody. Too much new toys. Oh, the imbanity. I love that. It is, in fact, Sunday. Thank you all for being here and joining and hanging out. It, again, means the world. And I certainly hope you feel that appreciation. And hopefully I'll deliver some entertaining time for us to spend together. We got Citizen of the Month Grumps. Batforce Grump, how you doing, man? We got Side 9 in the house. Happy Sunday. Wyatt Smith, Copper State Collectibles. What's going on, my man? We got Jamie Parks. Hello. Thank you for being here. And I'm always in need of your knowledge and wisdom. We got fellow Toy Daddy Chewy in the house. What is going on? I know you have some of these figures too. I don't have anybody officially set up this evening. I feel bad because it was just a family day. I had to do a Tiger Cub meeting. Like, I did my little Tiger Den meeting this afternoon too. But I did want to shout out because I know I didn't mean to like leave him on red. It's just I saw a message come in, and sometimes I don't get to look at it in that moment. So where am I going? Scrambled Eggs Creative. So real quick, if you were unaware, that Scrambled Eggs Creative is a Kickstarter that is currently happening right now. And this is from one of the designers that was working with Super 7. So I'm almost positive. I want to say the thing and just go, have that little moment of, but I'm fairly certain. And I could click around. But yes, Scrambled Eggs Creative, I would like to have on, but I wanted you to know right now that there is, in fact, a Kickstarter going on. It's called The Bag Lady. It is something else. So let me just boop. There we go. So they're closing in. They're doing a really great job. I just wanted you to be aware that this project is currently happening because there are only 17 days left. But yes, I am hoping to have them on. And like I said, I know I have a message waiting from them. So either a Sunday or Monday coming up within this next 17 days. So that's all. Just wanted you to be aware. But other than that, yeah, unless one of my toy daddies wants to hop on, or I see Machus in the chat. If any of the Sentinels want to hop on, of course they are welcome. But yeah, I'm just ready to play with these toys in front of you. What's going on, Real Collect? How you doing, man? Oh, it's a Machu toy. You didn't miss anything. I mean, we didn't get going too crazy yet. We got Johnny Cock in the house. What's going on, my man? We got Wizard of Toys. Hello. We got K-Mac. It's Gargantos. Had a little fun, with the editing. Yeah, Gargantos is Shuma. I was using an R in the name, like a knucklehead, but Shuma Garath. My goodness. I mean, we're gonna start. We'll start here because it's so awesome. It's so awesome. Gong is official. Well, yeah. See, so it is official. So you're right. It is a license. I shouldn't say third party, but in terms of, I don't know, like it's that similar. Some Mexico happens too, but yeah, just got to heat up the hands a little bit. And there you go, organizing and playing with your toys. That's right, and it does take up toy time. It does take up, but it's also peaceful. It felt good today. I did sit on the floor at one point, and my wife, it was one of those moments that you just can't. You have to laugh. Where she came to the top of the stairs down here. It's like it's a very short. How many? 1, 2, 3, 6 steps. So she's at the top of the steps, and I'm literally sitting on the floor, surrounded and like holding action figures. And I'm like, oh my, I just look like this little. Because she's like, oh, what you doing? I'm gonna go run to the store. You're just gonna play with your toys. I'm like, I'm sorting them for the show, actually. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's still a good feeling. It's just being around here. I love being in the space. Even though sometimes I get stressed with. I want it to be cleaner. I want it to be more organized. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Vader Suggs here. Ooh, Cable 97 is great. Guys, that's going to be a future stream. So Pulse, I do end up ordering most of my stuff from Pulse. It means that sometimes I have to wait for things. It's a frustration in the toy game. I know that it's nice getting things first, but I don't mind waiting. And yeah, so I've been getting my stuff from Pulse, and they just the amount of boxes that came in, and it wasn't for the content. Like, I wish I thought about it. I was just like, this is just too ridiculous. And anybody else that orders from them knows that this is just so ridiculous. But literally, I had a few little boxes of the figures, and then it was just empty boxes just stacked on. They got to figure that out. But I have a lot of X-Men stuff. So I got that 97 wave in. I got my 2-pack of Storm and Wolverine. I got the 2-pack of Cyclops and Jean Grey. Strong guy. My goodness, came in today too. So yeah, that's going to be definitely a future night. We will be talking very much so about 97. I even started it again. I was watching a Robo's review of the wave, and he mentioned like, yeah, he went back. I'm like, yeah, why haven't I done that yet? So I did actually do that this weekend. I did fall asleep on the couch not long into the first episode, but that wasn't the episode's fault. I was just tie. There he is, Josh Brown of Josh Brown's Customs. Again, thank you, Josh. Thank you, Cal the Collector. And if anybody else happened to share news of the stream, I appreciate you guys greatly. Thank you for doing that. Kiwi Collector, what's going on, man? Chewy just said, I just finished watching Infinity War with the first time. The reaction to the snap. Oh, man, that's the closest you can get to reliving that moment too. That's it. All right. Like as a father, as a parent, that's the closest we get to that second time around. That's really special. I know, like, it's been really cool talking to Chewy about having, like this whole parenting introduction journey. My kids are still a little too far away because I tried putting on Superman, and I forgot that because James Gunn, he's got a little salty language in there, so I'm like, I can't do this just yet. Johnny Cox says, y'all are posers, action figure posers. Heck yeah. Actually, speaking of, this is really cool. Lone Wolf Labs, my boy Kev. Lone Wolf, the guy that designs, you guys know Lone Wolf, I hope, but yeah, all these buildings back here, and just so much I have from him. But anyway, he's amazing, and he was on the Legends Lounge a couple of weeks ago, and it was really nice that he confirmed what I've already known, which is that I will be, and the Toy Daddies too, don't get me wrong, but we're going to be posing figures for Lone Wolf. So yeah, I am proud to be a poser. I'm proud to be a poser that somebody wants to pose. So I think that's really cool. But that's going to be at Legends Con. So that's really, I'm so excited to be part of the Lone Wolf, the Lone Wolf pack, right? Hey. I know emotion can affect the streams. Whenever I can, I try to listen to binaural tones to reset my ADHD brain before the stream starts. Ooh. I'm gonna, this is gonna be the first thing I write down today. Oh. I took a notebook out specifically to jot things down. I guess I'll use my phone. Digital age. I'm gonna make a notes. I'm making a note for literally tonight's stream. All right, Sunday's stream. So I'm gonna write that down. The rest of the reason I needed a notebook is to write down the names of the characters that I might still need to track down to complete a Marvel Capcom roster. But we'll get there. So binaural Binaural tones. All right, that's good to know. That is good to know. Yeah, there's a lot of good focus music and things out there. There was a song that was studied. It's like a 10-minute instrumental track, and it's also meant to help with like anxiety and things. So I remember was playing that not just for my classes, but for myself too in certain moments. But it was, yeah. So yeah, I do know that. That's good. That's good. So binaural. Clintastic, what's going on, man? Let's see. Johnny Cox says such a weird toy. It works as a 1-to-1 creature top if you want. Dude, for sure. You just saw. Like, if I wanted that to be a face hugger, I could. It's ridiculous. Clintastic. All of my Gamerverse and X-Men 97 pre-orders came in this week. See? Yeah. It was certainly a thing. It felt good, though. I'm not going to lie. It was nice. I was getting excited. I was stopping home. Like, but to be fair, my kids request extra playtime. Like they're in the aftercare at their school, and they're first grade, so they get to play with their friends on the playground. It's amazing. So they love it. That's the best. So they will tell me, hey, Daddy, can you like pick us up a little later so we could play? I'm like, of course. And this week I was coming home first just to bring in the 2 or 3 pulse boxes that happened a few times this week to like open them up and go, ooh, all right, nice. Oh, I can't wait. Like my Magic the Gathering figures came in too. Oh, my battle damaged Peter. my poor damaged Peter. Like he's great. Oh my goodness. We got old grumpy nerd, my man. We will be talking soon. I know I said the best. I saw you also responded, so I got to get back to you too, my friends. But yes, we have a future talk coming up. Josh Brown says you have to make them wait for a year to watch the Endgame. Ooh, that is. I mean, see, they won't have the number one. They'll lose the. I love it. I love it. I wish it could, but it would be too hard. They could easily Google stuff. Rel collects. I'm watching Infinity War right now. Yeah, you are, and me. Yay. Machu. I got the Cyclops of Gene 2-pack. I keep messing around with this Cyclops, even though it's a basic legend. It's the first look of Cyclops that I was introduced to from Pride of the X-Men. I don't have the exact same rationale, but I understand where you're coming from because it is such an iconic suit. And look. Yes, there it is. Whew. It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. And yeah, it's on like what is now I would call good enough. I have a whole like idea for a couple of videos. So I have 3 that I have to edit. I have to set up literally to the next, like right here on the right hand side where I'm pointing. Boop, on this table, I set up a Gamerverse. I use the inserts from the box art. I finally used my pane of glass that I bought like over a year ago to try doing Jason work more or less things. And I just was sitting in the thing. So I finally got that out. And I have this nice, it's definitely like a straight on. There's no other real angles, but if we're like a straight on shot, it works well. So I have all of my Wolverines. And that's one of the videos I really want to do is talk about. I mean, we're going to talk about this Gamerverse Wolverine, but like in the context of comparisons, I love making figure comparisons. And yeah, I have idea. Like I have this other Legends video, more of a general one that I want to do. But yes, basic Legends, good enough. Let's see. Oh, okay. Just checking my texts. It was with the Toy Daddies. It was toy related, but yeah, it's a beautiful suit, and I'm stoked to get into X-Men stuff. But I have to like scratch this Gamerverse itch first. Let's see. Oh, it was hard to go right into it. I feel you. Larry's Geeky World. What's up, man? We got Gatey's Toys. Ahoy, ahoy. Grump says has been shipping way too much, dude. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. I know. I like this shorter pre-order window. Like you pre-order, and now we have the stuff in hand. But it's still, yeah, like it's if it was a week of reckoning for the pre-orders. My wife, like today when Strong Guy came in, she's like, oh, so when was this pre-order? Another pre-order. I was like, I know, I'm sorry. I'm like, these are all from, I think, like July. These are July pre-orders for the most part, right? I don't know. Finally getting Mondo Venkman tomorrow. Oh, that is fantastic. That is that one wave, that one line that is going to be, I don't want to, I'm assuming things will come around. I'll have a chance to get it in hand, but that is something that I will want one someday. I do. I absolutely want those real Ghostbusters one day in this house, in this collection. But that's another thing. Like the Mondo stuff, I had to put a pin in because I backed the HasLab. Like, I'm gonna be getting an Ecto. Oh my god, I'm getting an Ecto with like 2 sets of, right? One team, so many toys. That needs a whole dedicated shelf. My goodness. Anxiety in real time. Like, oh, that's amazing. But yeah, this is all, my collection is coming to roost. It really is. Like, God, I got to do something. And that's where I've been feeling like that crunch of like the film. There's videos I want to make, but then there's like the actual, my living situation, like what I have to take care of. And then the eBay side of like just trying to keep things moving along. If, woo, it's all fun. It's all fun because it's all toys, but it's a thing. Grumps. Yeah. Well, that's a good point. That's a good point. Cyclops. Yeah. Vulcan Buck is great. The Vulcan Buck, again, classic, basic, but classic, good Legends. It is a good enough for the majority, for most of the figures that we want. Like something like Cyclops, that's fine. And you know what? As we go through some of these Gamerverse figures too, I did start settling on, I am seeing even more clearly why certain decisions get made or not. I don't know. We're going to figure it out. Neelock, what's going on, dude? How are you? Ooh, just got the Jada Toys Blanca and Vega. My Vega is at school, so technically the Capcom side of things is going to be kind of, we'll have to see. Today is definitely the Marvel side of Marvel Capcom, for sure. There's Cal. Love you, buddy. Citizen of the month. How you doing? And Josh Brown, the side hustle gets in the way of keeping the collection in order and trim. That's, yeah, I know. It's all of it doesn't matter, but like through all the different legs of doing this, yeah, like there's all the different toy aspects. But yeah, I don't know. I do need the trimming. I need the trimming. I had a thought too, but maybe I'll save it. I'll save it for later. I like giveaway stuff, but that'll be future. I promise. Okay. So hello. How you doing? Gargantos, Shumagarath. All right, this is it. I want to start going through. So just so you know, I found the wiki. There's a lot of different ones that have rosters, but on my phone, this was actually the nicest website to use. And then on this, on the actual website, it's kind of eh. So what I liked is here, how we can scroll through and you can see these different characters there. But like I said, it's different the way they pulled this off here. So here's the actual character list. There are 56 playable characters. I definitely do not have 56 toys to go through this evening. And I know that there's ones I'm missing, but this is the most that I've felt close to completion in the longest time. Like this is having the Gamerverse stuff in for sure made tonight possible, So it's a lot. Where should we start? Again, I'm really annoyed about the situation with these characters because it was so easy to just like, if I click on this now, yeah, this isn't exactly how I want it. So what I'm going to do is I'll take this out, pop this up, bam, make me tiny. There you go. Let's see the figures. So on the website itself, I can show you that. they're all expanded under. So out of the 56 characters, it's way easier for me to see this here. So if we start with playable characters under Marvel. Okay. So the first, if I go, I'm going to go backward, alphabetical order in reverse. Oof. First up, Venom. Yes. All right. Oh, he's gorgeous. He is gorgeous. Again, this stream is really kicking off this love. This again, part of it was like not even know, it was an unknown deep-seated love that I had of all of these characters in this particular game. Like there's been so many other things, even like real Ghostbusters, that I've been able to put a pin on, but for whatever reason, this game, it has a hold on me. It has a hold on me. Like it's the second, and it's basically the whole series. But if we start with Marvel characters, V for Venom, that's right at the bottom. There we go. So real quick, the blue, amazing. Like I didn't know how much I wanted this in blue. You know, it was always something to talk about, but to actually have him in hand, it is wonderful. And I did a short and a YouTube reel on the head sculpts. Like they're both ridiculous. So this is one of the videos I recorded this week was me just casually unboxing Cap and Venom. And I did kind of go, and this is why I'm not sure if I'll ever see the light of day, or maybe I'll make a channel member video. But I don't know. Like it's such an interesting thing because there are things that I want improved on this for sure. Like I know that the typical critiques. Like it is very silly to still be getting pins in Marvel Legend legs. I know why it happens. I know that. I get it. I get it, but it stinks. But it's not going to take away my enjoyment of owning this figure, and that's where, like, I guess, like, you know, we have to be. I'm happy with good enough. I guess. I mean, where do we draw the line? Because I don't want to get too worked up over this. Like, I think we should, like, that we know that they're capable of it. They can deliver. We've seen them, like how much Legends have improved in the last year, 2 years. So, like I said, I understand it must have been some sort of a business decision when you look at like a wave budget. How do we get the shareholders to stop worrying so much about extra profits? Because they're still making money. So how do we convince them to take less of the money that they were? How do we get them to actually deliver products that we all fully want? Because I feel like the team knows this. Like Dan would know. Yeah, I know. Dwight would know. You know, like there's no point in like giving them the old tongue lashing. I want us to get the things that we know that they can make and like deliver high quality, because that is going to be something that I'm going to touch on. I do think Hasbro catches a really bad break overall, you know, just being the largest, I think, from us toy talking guys. So that's why I don't want to, like, you know, I'm coming from a place of I love that I have this figure and this is awesome. Like I loved them on the Walmart retro figure. That one I had to actually do a neck mod. I actually spent time on a stream showing that to you guys. Sometimes I say this stuff in case there's anybody new. If you're new to the stream, hello, everybody. Just say hi. I like saying hi to people. But yeah, look at that over here. They actually put a decent neck peg, so he gets good neck range. So they addressed that. That was a criticism. They fixed it. So anyway, that's Venom. I'm so happy I have Venom. So we're good there. On the Marvel side, I think I'm going to be pretty close. It's not 100%, but it's pretty close. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I know that there's no such thing as like ethical consumerism under capitalism. I get that. I do believe in my heart that there could be a way that you have the capitalism competition, but then with like some level of morality and looking after people. I know, and this is why I'm not a business person. And yeah, I know that's this is part of also my general just frustration with looking, what happened to looking out for our fellow man, our neighbor to the left and to the right type of thing. Ooh, I am no Jedi. Yes, see, look at that. Thanks for being here. I love it. Oh, I appreciate you saying hi. Let's see, scrolling back up just in case I miss anybody real quick. We saw, the Juggernaut is ridiculous. We're gonna get there too. Oh man, like, I mean, the answer would be both, but obviously I know it's tough because, like, when these things are charging, I'm like, I guess I'm not getting Dunkin' Donuts this week. Like I'm making changes to my overall spending habits when I get hit with a couple of figures of this nature. And I think I'm going to list my 2-pack Juggernaut. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm very torn. I know I know toy stock market wise, it's going to be silly because I don't know. Anyway, moving on, guys. Moving on. Then forget it, dude. Then keep it. I would say keep that one. We're gonna look at both. We'll look at both tonight. The SHF versions, I am also incredibly interested about. I know. You'll see. Yeah, you'll see why. 56 characters on my wallet. My wallet's 5 alert got crazy. I know, man. Same legs as Sabretooth. Actually, I think it's the same body. Yeah. Ooh. You know what? We're going to be looking at that Sabretooth anyway, so that's good to know. Let's see. Ray said, ain't happening. I know. I know. Part of it is that people don't care. That's true. There are people that don't care at all. At all. They just, I mean, there's people that, yeah, we all have different tastes. That's what it comes down to. And there's no right or wrong. It's just what people like. So you're right. We care about pins. It just looks so clean. It just looks so nice. Let's see. It sounds like a title, but it's always sunny in Philadelphia. I love it. The pinless joints are definitely better in terms of not getting warped as bad as the pin joints. That is true. Yeah, or wait, definitely better into not getting warped. Yeah. Why is it about the older figures just like they got so wonky? It's nuts. Let's see. Guessing Cap, that would be cool. Clintastic said keeping the 2-pack Juggernaut for the head sculpts. Yep. And Sabretooth is a different body. Torso, is the standard hinge. Okay. Well, we'll take a look. I mean, Machizo is right. So, but we'll get to see it because I have him. All right. So Venom, I'll bring him back out when we get to Sabretooth. Up next is Thanos. Again, I'm going to try to keep some of these quicker, especially if I did like a full. Trust me, I know no one saw it, but in case anybody already saw my reviews of any of the ones that I did do. So Thanos and Psylocke, that was a video I did at the end of the summer with my daughter, and I like this Thanos a lot. If you had, which I do, and I never opened it, now he's on the chopping block for eBay. If you had a previous Thanos, like the classic comic one, same deal. I think just like with Nylock saying, like which Juggernaut, there's a lot of figures I was going to be comfortable not needing the official game versions. So this particular figure is one of them for me. Like, but I needed the Psylocke. And I was like, all right, and I'll have a game accurate Thanos. But if you already had the other one and you also didn't need a Psylocke, then I would say that this set was the one that probably could have passed. Again, they did a really good job from a business perspective of dividing up those rosters into sets that they were going to get us with one of them, you know? But there's Thanos. So I got Thanos covered. Oh, up next is Spiral. Where's my Spiral at? I might as well get my whole X-Men thing over here. Where did I put her? I mean, now you got... Oh, here she is. There she is. All right. Whoop. You guys may recall, again, unless you're new, I opened Spiral up not long ago, and she is awesome. That was a nice little revisit for a lot of you guys out there, because I'm late to this party. But yeah, so Spiral's fantastic. So far, so good, guys. All right, so Venom, Thanos, Spiral, Silver Samurai. I threw myself off with with moving things around. All right, so this is my first Silver Samurai, and I personally like this one. Now, I think the colors on seeing pictures of the original or the last Legends version, I did kind of like the silver a little bit better than this gray, but in hand, he's good. He works well. But, you know, there's going to be pins here, pins on the leg, yada, yada, if that's something you care about. He does have a hidden waist swivel under that, under his, you know, skirt. He's got decent ab crunch up top. He was not one of my, for myself in fandom, like a top tier character that I needed to own, but as part of the roster, I wanted him. Once again, I kind of think they did a pretty good job with a good enough version of this figure. I like him for being the only one that I own of Silver Samurai. The cool stuff too, he did come with his little superpower. They didn't give a stand. They were very weird with the stands, I noticed, with Hasbro. They give us things that could be ported on, like this is his superpower, but like this should work with the stands for Wolverine's Claw Slash, and then like dupe, because I opened my Max Deadpool up. So it's just weird. They give us some stands, like War Machine, they gave us those rockets, but then they didn't give us a stand, but then this stand would work. I don't know. It's bizarre. But this little sword piece is really awesome. Kind of interesting how it just kind of slides over, but it does have that good tension and will stay on there. But yeah, this happens too. This will happen. You got the little shoulder peg right there. So this will pop off. But he wasn't the reason I got the set. He wasn't the reason. He wasn't the reason. So we'll talk about the main event when we get to Wolverine. Don't you worry. Silver Samurai. Oh, so then we have Shumagarath. Sentinel. All right, Sentinel's next. I am going to, for the purposes of my display, currently use this other Gamerverse one, just because it is a game-based Sentinel. But I'm going to keep him there. But I really hope, like Dwight gave me hope straight up at San Diego. Like I feel like this isn't like an off the record type thing. First of all, you have to say it. Yeah, but it was just me hanging out, like just at the breakfast, and I was just again gushing over this wave, and he said that you know, he is open to continuing it, and he's the one that brought up the Sentinel. I was like, oh my god, that was the one I was gonna say. I think you'd get a lot of people like us that would certainly jump on that right away. Grumps, it's okay for you to be completely happy with Marvel Legends that you buy. There you go. Appreciate it, man. I know you have that good mentality. It's just that, yeah, it was just like, I'm just saying in general, like, how can we push the company? It's not the team. You know what I mean? It's not the team. They're just bound. Trust me, as a public school teacher dealing with budgets, like, you have to make the best of a bad situation sometimes. So I just want to know how we can open up their piggy banks a little more to give us every aspect. They could easily be I don't know. Again, it's for people that like us that like these certain things. I know. Machu, while I did love MVC 2, I think I definitely played X-Men Children of the Atom way more in the arcade, and that roster is probably closer to complete. That's the thing, man. There's like each of those games, when I was going through the different wikis of them, I mean, I want to get all of them. I didn't even realize there was infinite. Like I want to I wanted the last game was from 2017. I don't think I played that. Like now I'm like, oh, there's like modern versions of this game I can play. I don't know. I'm just being so silly. I love it all. I love it all. Gades, 90s Marvel tried to make Silver Samurai a thing. We collectively said no, fair. Children of the Atom roster is complete in Legends. How? All right. That Sentinel doesn't work, but I think another Gamerverse one is on the way. That is also true. Oh, what do you mean? Do you know something? All right, interesting. I know it doesn't work. This is just so he can be like in the back of a shelf display. That was my hope. It's not ideal. Certainly not ideal. I'm just waiting for that Sentinel, and then it will be complete. Oh, wait, are you talking about like not the 97 one? You think that they're gonna do like, are they definitely doing that for a Legends? That bigger, thicker, chunky boy? How is that Sentinel? Oh, dude, this Sentinel is rad. Here, I don't mind taking you through it real quick. Like just from, of course, I bought it from my love of Machu and J-Shot and also the arcade game. But yeah, he comes with these like two sets of hands. So he's got fists and he's got the blasters, waist swivel, typical kind of, crunch. The boots are from that Iron Man, so you get some rock, but they're just big old feet. So I typically don't have too much trouble trying to pose them. Typically, he's got the thing where, and this is something on some of these Legends, the inside, this piece right here is like, I think I got to loosen it up with some shock oil, because I had to do that today with my battle damage Peter. Yeah, because it gets a little stuck. There we go, in the hip, but it's just because I haven't like worked it out enough. I honestly haven't posed him around, but he's a lot of fun, and they came with the big rock that they pick up in the game. So yeah, it's a really good one. Personally, I really like that set. And if you're a fan of the arcade game, I would say it's worthwhile. Johnny Cox says, I hope if a Blue Sentinel comes out, it comes with the telescopic arms and all the hatches that open up for the jets and weapons. That would be incredible, and I totally agree. It needs it. It would absolutely need it. Okay. Wait, did I miss anybody here? Nope. This is a good call. Okay, we're moving on. So Sentinel, there we go. So I hope that helped. Sabretooth is next. All right. And now we can compare him back to Venom. So this 2-pack, this one always also makes me smile because Cal the Collector and I got it around the same time. His love of this, his excitement for this set, I ended up doing a review of it because he was so fired up. And I'm like, well, now I just, yeah. So I ended up doing a thing, and we ended up doing we collabed on this 2-pack for a while. It was great. We had at least like 3 rounds of it, right? So here's Sabretooth with the Venom. This is different. Yeah. This is different because this guy has the crunch. He doesn't have the upper barbell. But all right, so looking at this Sabretooth, this was everything I wanted from a Sabretooth figure, and because we hadn't had one in so long. Once again, yeah, see some of the older legs still popping up, but on the whole, this is the Jim Lee Sabretooth design. I mean, like, he fits in for the game. He fits in for 97. I absolutely love the Sabretooth. KJ's in the house. What's going on, KJ? How you doing, man? Clintastic, exactly. The rock accessory. Love that saber tooth. One of my favorites from last year. Hell yeah, man. Both head sculpts are great. He has the different hands. It's the best. So this saber tooth it would be hard to justify a new one. They would have to do, because this guy even has some really good butterfly joints on here, so he really can crunch well, look up well. I mean, the only thing I could see now asking for is like a souped up version of Sabretooth on the new Wolverine body, on like a larger version of that. Wait till I get to that Wolverine, guys. Like be still my heart. All right, so far so good. We are at the S's. Now, Omega Red. Again, I'm just popping in, showing some of these guys off. We talked about them before, but just making sure you're helping me with my roster right now. So there you go. I'm happy I ended up picking this guy up because I have him. I didn't have an Omega Red before, so there you go. Needs boot swivel, yes. Oh, yeah, that's right. The new Wolverine. Does he have the boot swivel? Let me check. Oh, come on. Yeah, see, I know. There's always like those little things, the little things. All right, so Omega Red, as we continue chipping away. All right, Magneto. Of course, I have a Magneto. I'm going to be relying a lot, too, on the X-Men 97 versions. I feel like, again, kind of classic looks for a lot. So there's my Magneto. So he's set. Juggernaut. All right, where's my big boys? Oh, all right, this is the thing. It is, the new guy is so big. He is so much larger. Now, I personally, if you're in between, like if you are making a choice, because you asked before, and you're like, between Juggernaut and Shuma, like Gigantos, I would go Gigantos if you have this one, especially if you got it somewhat recently, because this guy is spectacular in his own right. And it plays with the look. As Clintastic said, you get the the beaten up, unmasked, unhelmeted head. You get the broken helmet. You already know you have this. So I really do love this guy. For me, it was a matter of, I was just going all in. They got me. Once I broke down and was getting the Omega Red War Machine, I was like, that's it. I'm just going to get all of these new ones. This guy is an improvement in terms of certain aspects. The size, you have this cool articulation with the upper barbell. It's a different look, obviously. Like, you have this textured stomach, which is really awesome, compared to the paint job on the other one. And I'm gonna get that lighting going. You see it. He's a monster. He's so big. He's so big. I wish he had a little bit more range of his legs. That is a big want of mine from him. And arms too. Arms too would be nice. But on the whole, he's going to do everything that I want him to do. I'm going to be smashing down walls and bowling over people. And in that regard, he is everything that I want, like if. So yeah, he can balance doing the run. So the Juggernaut, I would still say, if you're an owner of that two-pack, you can have that pause. Excuse me. You could take that second to like, just, do you really feel like you need it? I clearly did. I clearly did. But I can't say it's like so much, but it's just a larger version. I mean, there are so many. It is different. It is definitely different. I don't want to pretend it's not. I don't know. I know I'm not the only one. So yeah, there we go. Thank you, Clintastic. That's what I was gonna say. Like, I can't really not like. I'm not saying one rush out and spend your money. Like, if you think you want it, I mean, it's cool. They both are good. They're both good. So thank you, Clint. Thank you for putting the words. I needed that. And also, true Gatey's toys. Everyone loves bigger chugs, so you know, I'm guilty. Oh boy. Yeah, all those figs that don't have boot swivel are regulated to do sumo stances. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's clearly not the thing. Yep, still like that, Jugs. There you go. And Slacker Hacker's here. What's going on, Slacker Hacker? Man, every time when I see Slacker Hacker's name, I instantly get excited for Legion's Con. All right, moving on. So we're out of the S's now. We have Omega Red, Magneto, Juggernaut, Doctor Doom. So for me, which box did I put these guys in? Oh, yeah, he's just in the main one. Okay. All right, I do not have the Mezco. I think we all know that would be the best one. I also do not have that Illuminati 3-pack. This is the Retro Doom. He still kind of kicks all sorts of butt for me. I really like this figure. And the only thing I would change is obviously getting a soft goods cape for him. That's the big thing, of course. So yeah, I need that, but otherwise I really love this Doom. I love this Doom. Let's see. Literally did a Dr. Doom toy photo. Nice. Oh, beautiful. All right. I definitely tag me in it. All right. I can shoot it into the toy pick community. I will love on it myself. Oh, yeah. So definitely hit me up tomorrow when it's tagged. Capes are all around. I know. Because you saw the Magneto too. Like I need a Magneto cape. I need a wired cape for Doom. So these are, again, the little bits and pieces, like as I make, maybe cut out a couple of other toy purchases next month. Maybe, get a couple cloth good things. So, and that's the problem. That's what I mean. I have to pick and choose. Can't do it all, but that is on my goal. So, yeah, I love this Doom figure. I love it. He does the job. All right, and then Dr. Doom. So then we're getting out of the guys. Oh, Blackheart. I don't have Blackheart. So look, this is I'm gonna wax poetic for a second. I'm gonna take this down. Hang on. All right. So when I first got into the collecting game, back into it, I had the entire wave of Toy Biz Marvel Legends. I bought it at a KB Toys when they were going out of business. So I must have gotten each figure for maybe $3 or $4. And at that time, it was a mall KB Toys. I was an adult. This is when I was doing all of my toy collecting at Toys R Us and going to see a movie every Tuesday with my buddy. And I would just buy these toys. So I was like, oh my God, I've never had a Build-A-Figure in my life. So I was probably 23 years old at a KB Toys going on clearance and was able to snag every single one. And it was really cool. I did not care at all at the time of Blackheart, which is silly now because I'm still going to kick myself. But there were some gems in there. That was the Green Goblin, the Green Goblin wave. I'm trying to think who else. It was all villains. So when I started doing toy photography and buying new Legends, I sold them. And I wish I still had that Blackheart. Part of me was like, I should just open these up and build a Blackheart and sell them loose. But I ended up selling them. And it's a bummer. It's a bummer because they just did a Blackheart, and a lot of that wave I just was not super interested in. And of course, the one that I was, the Helverine, didn't come with a Build-A-Figure part. So I don't have any of that Blackheart. I know it's going to be an aftermarket is in my future. Like that is where, if you're getting a Build-A-Figure, I would say anywhere from $80 to $100. I mean, that you're coming out on top. You're going to have the toy that you want. You've spent less money. It is certainly not $20 Marvel Legends 6-figure Build-A-Figure waves. Like that was not, a little bit more manageable back in 2020. Like, come on. 2021? I feel they will do a Gamerverse Magneto. I hope so. Like that 97 one is a little too svelte. I want him to be a little thicker. Like I don't need him to be yoked, but like in X-Men, like he's kind of a big boy. Like he's beefy. They show him shirtless. Can't do it all, but you can do it well. Oh, yeah, man. All right. So Blackheart. Blackheart, I'm gonna have to track down. I don't know what he's going for completed, but I'm gonna have to figure it. I'll look into him. I'll look into him. All right. So Blackheart. Ooh. All right. So now the next sections are gonna be X-Men and then the Avengers. So starting with the bottom of the alphabet, we now have Wolverine. And the boot cut son of a gun, I forgot about that being the one little frustration. But this, folks, bam. Let's get the figures front and center. This Wolverine is now my favorite Wolverine. Like he is hands down. That's not just the newness bias. And I know that that's a thing. I always have to, I stop and check myself before I start posting. I like to share excitement, but I try not to share big statements like that, like until I had some time to mess around. I have been messing around with this guy all weekends. It is my favorite Wolverine action figure. So the biggest reason, speaking of that sumo crouch that Machu was talking about, but I will contend this is very much to me this is one of my video is with all the Wolverines that I have that I need to film. This guy makes it work the best. Like this crouching, hulking, cannonball, fastball special Wolverine. This is my everything right here. The fact that he can do this and make it look good. That's going to be like, check your Mofex figures. Tell me if you can pose it up into something that it can hit the angles. It can crouch to that level, but tell me it looks this beautiful. I freaking love this figure. As ridiculous as these claws are, because there's no way that these claws here are fitting in this dude's forearm. But I don't care. It's stylized and it's the best. That's there we go. Mosh's, this is his definitive Wolverine. I do need boot swivel, and I agree with you. I'm gonna have to. This is one that I might be like, all right, I really do need you to tell me. Like, I know sometimes we ask Machu questions in our group chat, and he's wonderful. He'll tell us the info, and I'm like, oh, that's a lot of work. I don't know, or time. This is one that I want to put that time in, though. It does need it. It does need it. Let's see. Slacker says, speaking of a bath, I picked up the cow today. Gonna paint him up for toy. He's gonna love that. I love that for him. I love that for you. That is excellent. Oh, that is, thank you, Slacker. That's awesome. Neil saying my definitive Wolverine. Hell yeah. This is the big thing that I'm curious about, and I wish I could do it for you guys now, but my little head sculpt pack, my box. I'm checking. Hold on. If my Wolverine's heads are in here, my pets' heads are falling off. Hey, all right. KJ, what do you like to say? My marbles? I got my marbles. All right, hang on. So I'm very, very, very curious about how some of my other classic Wolverine head sculpts will look on here. So let's try at least a couple of these, see if they work. Ooh, all right. So this is, I don't know, probably not, guys. He is big. It's kind of crazy. I'm gonna tell you, for all of the like, he's bigger. I can't believe they made him that big. Here's the thing. I compared him to the Astonishing Wolverine just for myself, just like holding him up, because this was my favorite articulated Wolverine before this guy. And he's not like, he's bigger, but it's I think more of an eye trick. It's an optical illusion. But when you actually put these guys back to back, it's a smidge. Like he's a hair taller, but maybe wider. I'm trying to figure it out, quite honestly. Now this here, if I gotta put them on the same plane, like I guess this Wolverine is just, he's thicker and wider. He's not that much taller, surprisingly. But that head actually is growing on me now. That was from the Love Triangle 3. There's all those excellent head sculpts, the 3-pack. And this has always been one of my favorite ones. Even being on the older side. I mean, look at how beautiful this one is. I think it kind of plays. At first, when I popped on, I'm like, it's too tiny. I think I could get it to work for photos. How about that? For photography. I have some of these hat ones too. Curious about. Let's see. This is from that 2-pack with Sabretooth. I mean, this is this is silly, but I like it. Hold on, there we go. That works. I mean, it size-wise from here, let me stand them up straight. Just so you can get the feel, the overall vibe check. Yeah, actually the cowboy hats seem to work. Probably unmasked head sculpts will work better. The Legends ones, you know? I feel like they'll do better. The mask ones, we might have a harder time with some perspective just because of the, it's the hair. The fact that his hair and sideburns, it widens him. It makes him thicker and larger. This is not meant to sound like anything other than I remember when Kevin Owens was coming up to the main roster for WWE. And if you don't know who he is, he's not super tall. He has some weight to him. And I think part of that was that it was like the size. Same thing with like Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan was not a 6'4" Randy Orton, but he got yoked and large and wide, and that kind of beefed him up. So anyway, I think he's just a wider. Yeah, look, he's got bigger. He's been in the weight room more, this Gamerverse one. I think his traps, and these traps are crazy. But I think that this guy, yeah, he's just been doing the shrugs. Let's see. The 97 unmasked works best. All right, that's good to know. Let's see. Do I have that here? I do. Let's see. How's that one look? Oh, Machu's right. Yeah, that does work the best. It's the wings, big wings. Again, it gives it that appearance of being larger and wider. So interesting. Ooh, Mezco works. So this is where I do not have the big one, the Mezco Deluxe. I have the X-Force and I have the brown. Oh, I just sat this down on top just to see. This is obviously not, I'd have to try to use my brown and orange one. But I see what you mean. Oops. But yes, I see what you mean. And you know what? It doesn't even require any kind of, like, I would need some blue tack in there. But that sits down deep enough where that works. I don't have to mod or ruin the Mezco head sculpt to make that happen. Yeah, I kind of dig that too. Son of a gun. All right. Good stuff. Yeah, I did. That was one of the first ones I did. I thought that worked pretty well. Cap lives. The head is growing on you. You're silly. You know what I mean? I was like, it's very silly. Machu's is too tiny. Unmasked. Yeah, there we go. No, not that Mezco. Yeah, you're right. Actually, this is looking pretty terrible. My other one is on the shelf, so unfortunately, I. Yeah. All right, let me get it off your screen, folks. My goodness. So anyway, I just wish they gave us more. Just one other, even just one other. This should have been the Ultimate Wolverine, Maximum Wolverine. I hope we still get a Maximum Wolverine with all of the different ideas that we've thrown around. But it has to. This body is fantastic, and it's just the most fun. It's so smooth and sturdy. There's no gumminess, and he can hit all of the posing that I want for Wolverine. And that's been something that I have always felt like hasn't been the case with all the ones that I've had, like to really hit everything. So I've trust me, like what you're gonna like. This is the whole thing, right? If you watch, when I finally do get my video out, if you think I'm crazy, then please tell me in a comment so it helps the video. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it's the best. I love him. I love him. Okay. Wait, let's see. Can't follow direct. What did I do? Unmasked as in no mask. Oh, you want me to show which one though? The Mezco unmasked? I don't have a Mezco unmasked. Is that what you're talking about? Or just a regular old unmasked? All right. Hold on. I've got a few. Which head was this? Is this the 97? I think this is the 97. Ooh, that looks pretty good. All right, so if this is 97. How's that? Unmasked 97. I think, right? I think that's 97. I have... Oh, yeah, there's the Astonishing. I could try that one, too. Oh, there's that other saber-tooth head sculpt. See, now you got me going through my marbles. Oh, and I got this one, too. This is a great... All right, let me set the Growling. Oh, the 97 unmasked head. But that was the one, right? That was the one I was talking about? Yeah, because this is something else. This is from one of the many other anniversary Wolverines we had this year. All right, this was the 97. I just want to make sure that's the 97 when he's holding, right? And for the record, the angry face is how Machu feels right now. When do you want the link? You could come on. Astonishing. Okay, interesting. Does not work, and then out of the Legends 97 works best. Okay. That's the blue and yellow. Oh, this one's the blue and yellow 3-pack. I just, it's so funny how I've really collected an interesting amount of Wolverine like specific head sculpts. It is quite a few. Oh yeah, I have so many. Both unmasked and masked. Oh, this one would not work. All right, this is going to be for poops and chuckles, guys. Here we go. Oh, I can't even. Nope, it won't even squeeze on. Which I'm surprised I got the 3-pack head sculpt, but how's that nightmare fuel? That is the 3-pack. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Wolverine. I'm so happy. This is such a wonderful Wolverine. And it doesn't mean that I dislike now my other ones. I'm happy I have those. But now there's a new standard that they have to, a new expectation. That's what it is. This is a new expectation for how they should be. And guys, if you want to have them shrink it down, that's cool. If you want to have them make this size go larger for other characters, that would be cool with me too. It's just that awesome. I mean, really, like this. Oh, the torso, the fact that this is on a peg and you have this on a peg. It's the best. It's the best. All right, Wolverine. So there we go. Lots of head sculpts there. Storm. So Storm. I'm excited because this one just came in. So obviously, like, she's gonna be a fun one. I keep forgetting to bother Macho. I think he might still have the 97 Storm. I think maybe you said you had an extra one. But for the game purposes, and she's showing her age a little bit, as in the joints on here are like knee and stuff. She's always given me a little bit of trouble standing this particular Storm. The hair is just, this is not one of their best female bodies. It's an older one. And the hair is it's just heavy. It's heavy. So, of course, she's more meant for flying. But I do need an upgrade. Yeah, she just will not stand. It's the ankles, man. It's the ankles with time. She's always been tough, but with time, it's gotten a little worse. My daughter loves this particular figure, though, and loves Storm, so I think she'll end up. She's going to be a full-time Cammy toy, I think, for my daughter. This particular one, when I bust out the 2-pack. Good. All right. Well, throw it in the pile. Again, we got Legends Con coming up. By the way, that new Storm Wolverine 2-pack comes with a gritted teeth unmasked head. Oh, hell yeah. Ooh. Do you know which one I'm missing now? The only one I'm missing. Although, yes. So this is basically the animated Wolverine. Yeah, I mean, this is the animated. This is 97 Wolverine, just in the brown and orange. But that head sculpt, I know the yellow is going to be a tiny bit off, but I never found my open yelling face from my first animated Wolverine when they were doing the windowless boxes, and it was the very first one, the cell shading. I have that. I never found his damn open mouth yelling head. It's still somewhere in this basement, and I don't know. I will hopefully find it one day, but I feel like it's literally going to be when I'm taking out all of this furniture for like a redesign. The 97 Storm with the VHS head is my definitive Storm. Oh, yeah, that's a good one too. Let's see. Ray Pazza torso should be in a max Wolvie butterflies, though, and double joints or double elbows. Claws need to be the curved ones, not those weak ass straight claws. I love the Gamerverse claws. I love that curved. Oof, they nailed it. They nailed it. Hey, we got Seth in the house. What's going on, Seth? Thanks for being here. Gatey's Toy says, wish they'd make that Storm in silver already with a new head. That'd be awesome. And then Ray said that mask would be great for a Max Wolvie. Hell yeah. I agree with you. I agree. I mean, I'm still very curious if the Max line will be continuing. I hope. Like, I know that there were big plans for it. And look, real quick, I wish I could tell you that this was the Mafex killer that I was hoping it would be, which you could say, that's crazy. But Max Spidey did that for me with Spidey. Like, I have my Mafex figures, but like, I don't gravitate. Like, I still want to mess with Max Spidey. This guy's so close. It's more of just, again, factory choices and things. But otherwise, it is really great, for the record. So future talk. But I know Hope didn't sell like they presumably the way they wanted to, not the way that Spidey did. So I don't know. I hope it does. I hope it continues. I really like this concept of being able to deliver, again, a definitive version for a character. That Wolverine head is with the muff twist. I know. Why'd you do that? I've been at peace. Basically, I already forgot. I forgot about that. And I have like no, I feel like I know it's silly. I felt like I've had no hope in finding that because I moved stuff. Darn it, Machu. All right, let's see. They need to stop the cap on price at 30 to 55, 35 to 50 with $50 being the utmost. I would love that. I mean, they've already pushed us to a point of what we would be comfortable spending with Max Spidey. So all of this now, and maybe this is what it's going to be. And like I hate to say that it's going to come down to our money, and it always does, but I don't want to say that at the risk of not having these toys made in general. Yeah, I don't know. Like we have to somehow vote with our money, and ultimately, God, if they could give us the Max line, but with everything, no cutting corners, new all the things. I mean, that's the type of value we're going to need if they're going to be pushing. Because I know Mr. Stevie was asking on his Instagram story this weekend, was asking about feedback for, with pricing the way that it is. So, yeah, I don't know. I want the best product that they could put out. If I'm putting down the maximum amount of money that they're going to be requesting for it, then I will expect the max quality, and good enough, then it won't be good enough. You know what I mean? So I guess, again, it's that, I always say it's the fine line of life. It's trying to balance. It's finding that balance. And yeah, hopefully, I don't know what we do as a community yet. I think the Max line, I think the Max line is part of the problem you were referring to earlier in regards to shareholders and greed. Well, yeah, I mean, that's for sure. Once Hulk started the backtracking of, oh no, we never said all new sculpts. We said maximum articulation, and like there was some backpedaling. I would tell them to their face. I think I have at one point, but not in a mean way, but just be like, hey, like this was definitely, we were led to believe this, whether or not you said the words. So unfortunately, yes, I do think it did play into it. And then Hulk had reuse and things that did prevent people from hopping on. And as much fun as the Hulk is to me, I could totally understand why it besmirched the name Maximum. But see, I do too. See, he's right here. I really do like him. And it's just another figure in the, it's so close to being exactly what I want. And part of that, I wonder, is if that's part of this whole game too, to keep us getting these new characters. But I would want the team to know that, like, the majority of us, if we're getting stuff that we're excited about and we love, like, we're still going to buy new versions anyway. You're going to probably get some people dropping off if you gave them their perfect fig, but like, I don't know, if you're a collector, you're in it. You're still going to want new things. Like, the collection, eventually you can say, I think I'm done with a certain character. But then I always say, I've said that too. And then I don't. But yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm growing away from my Mofex as well, but I'm going in the opposite direction. I prefer fiddling with soft goods like a dolly man. No, Spada and Miss Dysentery. The Mezcos are my dolls. I love them so much. I love dressing them up. I love coming up, getting new outfits for them from like non-Mezco. I love pulling in stuff. So that's been on my, that's the thing I totally respect. That's been part of my journey. Right now, I'm back in a Legends mode just because all of these things are coming in. But yeah, like once I'm at a point where I'm like, today's a day to enjoy an old toy. It's going to be a Mezco, so I could sit on the couch and like deck him out or her out. Most likely him. But there you go. Grump saying we're less than a year away from $30 Legends, and that would be where I have to drop the line. Yeah, I mean, it's at $30. McFarlane's figures aren't my favorite. I have plenty, but at least Todd with like that theatrical deluxe edition was trying, it didn't work on every single figure, of course, but was trying to give us more hands and face plates or head sculpts. So yeah, like it's, if you're going to hit $30, then you can't just roll out a legend with 2 hands or whatever nonsense. You know, it's going to be, we're going to have stuff to justify that price point. Let's see. The reason why I think that Deadpool kind of sucks is because he really needs more expression heads. Yeah. Yeah, he does have really good this color's not. The color's also like, I guess it's kind of on the Hydra Bob, but it's a little bit more muted. No, it is a little bit more muted than the Hydra Bob one. So I have all of these wonderful Deadpool head sculpts, but this one I'm now learning is sitting very high. Rats. Look at how weird that looks. That's not good. Shoot. Well, that's one of the head sculpts I have for Deadpool, but I agree. I hope that some of my other ones will fit, but now I'm not too sure, because if that one didn't just play well with the different neck, because it's a little bit larger, I guess the peg's a little higher. I know we're changing tunes for a second. We'll get back to Gamerverse. Don't you worry. Yeah, see, this just fits. It fits so much nicer on this body. So I'm losing all of those extra head sculpts for this, quote unquote, my own Max Spidey. But yeah, I wish they gave us more head sculpts for sure. That was huge. You know, it's nice to have the different neck articulation, but all right. Deadpool's future talk. And this, yeah, it still is. It's still the best one. See, that's the thing. I can set, like, that's where I'm coming from. The Reveltech Deadpool is, I'm with Machu. That's still my best Deadpool figure. This one I was hoping would come close, but or just be the one that I would find myself going to. I guess that's my ranking system. Like, what do I find myself going to? If I want to play with Spider-Man, I'm grabbing Max Spidey over a Mafex or an SHF. So just from that pull to play, Max Spidey. But yeah, Reveltech is still the winner for me, sadly. This Legend one, it's gonna get there. I don't know. Yeah, it's just, I gotta mess with them more. If anything, I'm more upset with the fact. I'm telling you, you can't tell me the factories produce the same action figures that they use. That you can't tell me that. Ray Paz, waiting to go Max Spidey to go on sale. I know Max Hulk is lower than it started. I'll wait on DP to go lower as well. Yeah, do it up. You'll find them. I mean, again, even, we know, I'm sure less is being produced, but like I'm saying that as like, yeah, you can find these. You can always find these toys. What's up, Benders? How you doing, man? Let's see. Good Spider-Man figures rarely go on sale. That is true. Was in a store in New England, and the shop wanted $85 for Max Deadpool. Not worth it. And I'm telling you right now, it's that 85. No. I mean, I wouldn't say. I would, if you were going aftermarket, 85 is still too much for any of these figures. I mean, I once went aftermarket for the Craven 2-pack with Black Suit Spidey, and it was like way old version of Spider-Man, and I was $80, and I remember it was like double the price. It was like a $40 set that I was buying for myself for my birthday. It was a treat yourself moment. I had a buddy pushing me to do it, and I'm so happy that I love that Craven, but that was a 2-pack. I don't know. I was gonna say the closest one would be Max Spidey if you're really looking aftermarket. Like, I could see, because I think that you would enjoy it. Whereas Deadpool, the problems, you're not gonna. It's a feel. It's a feel with that Deadpool. I want to see Meanbo. No. Trust me, man. Because I know that that's in me, and I know that I don't know. No, I want to look to the good. I even today was trying to be like, don't be bummed. This is a weekend. It's a day where I'm not required to be at work trading my life for money. You know, like why me? Why? So yes, I know these things are in me, but at the end of the day, they're amazing I don't know. That's what I try to get back to. It will go inside. I'm hoping for you. I'm rooting for you. Spaded one. No clue how that reuse Hulk made it out the door between Max Buddy and Deadpool. Wild ball drop. Yeah, because, and this goes back to the shareholders and profit and greed. That's it. Because I'm sure Stevie and Dwight and Dan and Ryan at the time, like they had a different vision in mind, and yeah, that's you run into that brick wall of someone not being willing to take a little less, you know. So yeah, I'm sure that was definitely a fumble. Cal, I have to watch the rest on replay. Time to spend. Of course, my friend. Thank you so much for being and hanging around as long as you did tonight. I appreciate you, brother. And have a good rest of your night. And Machi says the retro card Spider-Man never went on sale. Neither did the Renew Your Vows. That is a very good point. That is something to consider, Ray. It's something to consider. Now, like, they're not going to dry up and disappear. The chances are of then running into a toy show, Toy Con, that type of stuff. I don't know if you have some stuff like that by you, but I don't know. It's something to consider. I ended up buying a second one from Big Bad. So in that last pile, I have a backup, but that's for my Mezco suit that I'm hoping we get to still do at Legion's Con with Machu. Get the Machu sewing session. Rick Jones is here. Max Hulk has limited shelf life. Torso is ripping on people already. Son of a gun. I did see my neighbor Dan. Shout out, Captain 1134. Love you, buddy. He had said when he got his in, he sent me a picture of his inside that was like starting to fray a little bit. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be all of our stuff, sadly, right? Like, it's going to last. This plastic is going to be around longer than us, which is unfortunate. But in terms of what shape, yeah, like, I think, that's something that we have to balance out, But as fun as he is, will he be the one that when I'm 70 years old, will it be my Diamond Select? It might be the Marvel Select Hulk that ends up being the most definitive version of all. Like, who's going to stand the test of time? Or, I'll be sitting here at 70 still talking about Mezco's latest Hulk, and maybe that this time they'll focus on articulation. Who knows? But yeah, see, I got my Max Hulk. All right. Let's keep this train moving. I gotta get the train back on the tracks. Let me finish up our comments. Let me catch up with everybody. Ray said, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I got Renew Your Fact. Oh, he ended up. Okay, good. But he got it for a discount. He's saying he got it for a discount. That's what he's saying. That's what he's I get it. I get both of you. Machu's saying a good Spider-Man figure will never actually go on retail sale. Truth. But Ray is saying he just cares about getting it for less than retail. And that you should be able to do. So there you go. Larry, I still need to pre-order the newest wave of the Silverhawks Ultimates, but I think that I'm done after that. Ooh, man. Yeah, I'm glad they're still doing it too. I'm glad that they're going to round out, right? Is it going to be finishing up the Silverhawks wave? That's awesome. Oh, all right. Talking about there. See, that's what I was saying. Either way, if it's cheaper. Old grumpy nerd. I'll buy an AY Deadpool to finish the year. There you go. It's the best one. It's the best one. Let's see. So we land back onto the argument of $100 versus $50 toys. True. Very true. I literally fired up X-Men Children of Adam just now. Wow, the CPU is so difficult. Oh my God. So I have the collection, the Marvel Capcom collection for the Switch, but my daughter was playing it yesterday. And my son has lost video game privileges, but it was a daddy day, and Shuma Garath was here, and he wanted to play. So I connected my Raspberry Pi, and I went to the arcade emulator. There's no beating anyone. Like, and my son does not handle loss, and like, he doesn't handle obstacles very well, because my wife and I've done a very good job caring for these kids. They haven't experienced a lot of negative things in their life. um so yeah, like, I'm trying to work with him on his emotions, like when he's like, that frustration kicks in, to let it, like, this is video games, man. Like, the new stuff that you play was meant to keep you on, so they make it a little easier and more forgiving for you to play. I said, this game wanted your money, and it wanted to take as many quarters from you as possible. So 6-year-old not totally following that with like quarters, and I don't know, it was a whole thing. Silac is over 100. Damn. Is that the 2-pack, or is that just for her? See, I mean, it's very weird with the toy stock market, right? I also hope you don't. I hope none of us have to pay for scalper prices. Spader one. If I'm looking at my $100 Mezco cap and the inevitable 50 to 60 maximum cap, I'm gonna go with cloth goods every time. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, like, I could say it. The mistake that, I mean, it's not a mistake. I shouldn't say it's a mistake. I was gonna say something that I've been doing is like getting everything about a character I really care about. And that I should stop. It doesn't make, I shouldn't do both. That's what I was doing. I was getting the Mezco, and then I'm still getting the Legend. I am now wholeheartedly sticking with the one I pick. At least I'm telling myself that now. They should send him a new Max Hulk that's not even a year old. That sucks. They should, for sure. Thing is, it ripped. What? Pose on the shelf? I will be very sad if that. I mean, I know it's going to happen. I hope it doesn't happen. I definitely worry about it. And it's going to be something like with the squish. It's going to be like during a thunderclap or a bear Hulk. It's going to be something like that. A bear hug, not a bear Hulk. All right. Damn. So is the 2-pack. That's nuts. I mean, that's, again, you never know when it goes, what's going to stay gone. I hope someone else gets the Thundercats, Silverhawks, and Tiger Sharks. Yeah, that would be amazing. Because, I like, again, no shade on Super 7. That's never been based on what I most like in toys. That hasn't been at the top of my favorites, but I enjoy them and the ones that I have. Did someone say steak? So anyway, someone ended up with a Mafex cap and Mezco cap within a few days of each other. Definitely triggered some soul searching. Yeah, I know those feelings. I've had those moments too. I don't think I'm ever going to forget the first pile of loot that I got in, when it was just me sitting on this floor, opening up this massive box and looking at the receipt, and just went, oh, like, that was my first, like, I did this thing. It was a great box, though. It's freaking so rad. I remember too. I had a Mafex Joker in there. I had an SHF Loki. I had some killer stuff. That was good. It was a good time, but it was also a lot of soul. Oh my god, my soul left my body, so I literally had to like track it down before I could finish unboxing. I like how you put his Hulk on the floor. I do. Oh, I have all of my Capcom got Marvel guys. I don't put my money on toys for the return on investment. That's what the actual stock market is for. And that's something that, yeah, like, I'm of the Machu mindset, and I put out that video too, talking about reissues and collecting, and I did make that mistake wholeheartedly. You can go back. It's an unmonetized video, but it's up on my channel. I think the very first, I started with Batmobiles, and then I did my first Mafex Push Batman. I think it's still up there. And you can hear it's a very, very different 5 years later from what I put out now. But that was me, getting my feet wet. And I'm literally talking about how this could be an heirloom for my babies who are 8 months old. Like, what a knucklehead. Again, not that collections don't have value, but depending, like, it's definitely knowing your goal at the start. That's why I don't hate, I don't hate the players. I hate the game of scalping because those are people it's a commitment. You have to hit those stores every day. You have to, like, eBay and all that stuff is no joke in terms of a time commitment of life, the hustle. So it might hurt us as a collecting community, but that's not like yeah, I respect the hustle, I guess. Um, and again, how much is manufactured, how much will be around long term? Yeah, it's very, but yeah, when I stopped thinking about toys as future money, or what it could be worth, I became a lot happier in my collecting. So that's what I want to mention. Ray, 90s comic books taught me that lesson. Yep. Cedric, what's going on, man? Doing Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Still need a Mingo. A Mingo? Is it a Mingo or a Mingo? Mingo? Anakaris, BB Hood, Captain Commando, Felicia, Hayato, Jill Jin, Jill Jin, Roll, Ruby Heart, Sakura, Sentinel, Sanson, Strider, and Tron. So thank you for number one. I really appreciate you just hitting us with that list. Thanks for being here. I think you're a new name, so thank you so much. I don't know if you've ever checked out the stream before, but thanks for chiming in. And I appreciate that list because guys, this is a huge list of names in here that I knew from the Capcom side. I either don't know where to look or I'm unaware if they even exist. So I could use some help on that end, and Cedric could as well. If you see right now, like while I keep going through the rest of the toys, can you let Cedric know, guys, like if there are figures of guys that do exist? I will throw those comments up too. So, because I am curious, I'm very curious. Johnny, do you think the market shifts to where action figures go from around Playmates level action figures and then Mondo and Storm, and most of what's in the middle is gone? Oh, that would make me sad. I love our little mid-tier domestic level. I mean, that's been my bread and butter as of late. I've gotten significantly less fancy figures in. So I could see it. I guess I could see it. I don't know. I hate speculating in. See, that's pessimistic. Yeah, I know. Could I speculate? Sure, I could. I could see that. Because what would go away? I mean, it would be the adult collectibles, the stuff that Target and Walmart considers to be the adult collectibles would go away. And I hope that's not the case, because when I think of Target, I think of those SHF figures that, while I'm not a big Dragon Ball guy, I own a couple. Those are awesome. And it's so nice to always see these incredible figures there for $30-$35 that you can buy. And then NECA, obviously. And you got the Deluxe McFarlanes. That would make me sad, because we've done so much as a community, and seeing all of the toy photographers and stop motion artists, right, Machu? And just people getting involved in the hobby and talking about toys and action figures and adult collecting. And it's been so cool. And we've gotten so much cool stuff. Like, that's why I always stress about, like, I just want to get things out, because if I look and go, I'm not enjoying this, someone else will enjoy this, and then I know there's something new coming, I will want more. Like, that's it. That's the turnstile. There's so much cool stuff coming. Anyway, I hope not. I hope that the adult collectibles market stays strong. And that's, yeah, I hope. I don't know, man. I hope for a lot of things. I have a lot of hopes for us as friends. I have hopes for us as a community. I have hopes for us as human beings. I have a lot. Just want the best for people, for humans. Machu, for me, what drives my purchases is the photo or stop motion. That's the best, and that is still for me too. Although I let that get out of control. Like, even this weekend, I got one Roscon purchase. So yesterday, my son and I went toy hunting. we were at a birthday party, and then my wife was taking my daughter in one car, so my son and I got in the other car, and I called my wife up and I was like, "Hey, do you mind if Ray and I make a little stop?" Because we were like 8 minutes away from Ross. So I went, and they did have two figures that I would want, and they were the same one. It was, here we go, the sniper. So for, what is it, 17? And she's great. And this is what I mean. Like, this is one I bought her as like a consolation prize. Like, wow, I actually, like, there was an actual toy I would want and that I don't own in a Ross, because ours get picked so clean. And I know that there's photo opportunity. Like, I was like, oh, she'll be in the ranks with some of my, other military, and that's, so this is a perfect example of me doing that. Should I have? I don't know. Probably not, because I do have plenty of military figures. And have you seen me do a lot of photography one against all? Not lately. Not lately. But that's like what I mean. Part of this whole journey that you guys, and again, I appreciate you so much for being on it with me, is this whole every aspect of toys. That's what we go through here, because I'm hoping I'm not alone when I share some of these things. And I'm assuming if you guys are here, you some of this stuff might sound familiar. And there you go. Not so much to put on my shelf. That's the thing I'm trying to change. I am trying to get my shelves looking nicer, because you can see a lot of my insanity behind here. Like over here, that's a Wall XD. And then this is like the little thing I got at Target for $5. But this is just to cover up some extra toys that are back there. And some extra, what else do I have? Oh yeah, it's just the Dragonfly base and then a bunch of big figures. So yeah, I know. I just want things to look a little tidier and neater. I always get so jealous of those DTOF fig talkers and TikTokers, but they're, especially the Hot Toys people, like, oh, those shelf. See, yeah. This is like a studio. I've always have to remind, this is more of like a work studio. Tiny Mac will make figures till he dies. He will. And, like, that's a whole nother topic that, again, with his whole licensing thing and what his plans for the future. Rick, this is an excellent point. If the middle, yeah, so this is going back to Johnny's question. It's going to be the independent market will step up. So we will still get delivered awesome things. It would just not be in a big box store, but we'll still get our Odious figures. We'll still get our Spiro toys and all the other awesome independent stuff out there. Yeah, there you go. Yep. I still hate the Gojo guns. I know, said the G.I. Joe. I know. They're that. We're going to end up having showcase shells that I rotate what's in them every quarter. See, that's the way to do it. That's what I would ultimately want, is something really pretty like that, because I have random cubes and it's just a mess. It's a mess. So once again, future me problems, or solutions. I should say future me solutions. But for now, I do rotate shelves. I have my Superman shelf up after I had rotated out at Turtles, moved that over, swapped out some other guys. So, like, I do want my Spider-Verse to have a shelf. That Ecto 1 is going to have a shelf. So, yes, rotation is a good idea. I do have a collection of third-party weapons from Milo Works and Gridiron. Yeah, Gridiron is great. That's what I know. We got Mike and Toy Snaps in the house. How you doing, man? I'm doing well. And we're having a good time going through our Gamerverse figures. Love my AWOC figures. Same. That's another line I took out to start messing with again, and I just haven't had the chance to like set some stuff up. But let's get back to, because we gotta round out. We stopped at Storm. All right, so let's go. Maybe go a little more rapid fire ish, because these are figures that you've seen. And you probably have them as well. Who would you guys go for out of Rogue? Would you use... Oh, I should probably put the... There we go. I should probably put the camera up. See what I'm talking about. There we go. So for Rogue, would you go 97 as the go-to? Or would you go with the retro card as like the shelf, or like if I was setting up a scene for a photo? I guess I should check the game itself. She's probably brown jacket if I had to guess. But I do like the new Rogue is a better figure too. You know, like they definitely, while not being a Black Widow female buck, it's just a better constructed Rogue all together. So Rogue, what do you guys think? Would you like this version? Do you like the left or the right? Left or right? Retro. Ooh, King of Collecting. Thanks for weighing in. Appreciate you. Thanks for being here. So retro card all the way. As for the Gamerverse shelf, fair enough. I only have Outback Rogue. Then well, that's the one you got to go with. That's all good. Again, like there's gonna be. This is we're looking at what we have, right? As we build these our own shelves, and that's for sure. I would go with that one too if that's what I had. Let's see. Oh, you guys, hold on. Well, Kaiju Toy Problems. I have to factor trails. Tails. There you go. Kaiju Toys. There you go. Omega Weapon 13. Thanks for being here, buddy. That's the problem. You have too many theme shelves. Bunch them all. Well, that's what I have now. Although, I have to show you. Maybe that could be like, should I just do that as like a community post over here? Because I know not everybody is over on IG. But I could do that. Like I have my little cubes. I could show off what I'm working with. But I do have like just random assortment shelves. I do. I do. My goodness. Manic Mike, what's going on, dude? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. It reminds him, okay, that he's got to get a Rogue. Slacker Hacker says, I rotate my whole tour room once a year, but I do have a whole room filled with totes that hold figures not to display, about 100 totes. Dude, yeah. My garage, between empty boxes and also toys. Johnny says, whoever has the smaller hair. You know what? Maybe this head sculpt on this buck, you know? Oops. Maybe that's what I'll try. Because this, the 97 one is just a better constructed, I should say. It's definitely better constructed. Oh, yeah. It's just solid. The other one, she was always like the Storm, always just a little loose in spots, you know, always just a little loose. But what do you think about that? That could work, right? A little best of both worlds. All right, so there's Rogue. Now we have, Marrow. So I won't open her right now. That was going to be my plan, but I just looked at the time. You guys, I've been having so much fun with you guys tonight. Thank you again. Like, you are all, seriously, thank you for being here. You're amazing. I hope you feel through the screen my energy and mood again. That's all you guys having fun with me tonight. So thank you very much. So we're still going, but I'm not going to take the time to open Marrow right now. But there's Marrow, so I got her. Where's my list? Iceman. I do need a better Iceman. This is my Age of Apocalypse one. Keep Rogue there. I also have Marvel Select RIP. Love you, Zach. Oh, miss you, man. But here is the Marvel Select Iceman. But as you could already imagine, he is very big, but he is gorgeous. I freaking love this figure. But I'm super excited for the upcoming Iceman. And Gaijin, I know we never ended up swapping, but I really appreciated that he offered that to me. But yeah, I was excited when I was like, oh, look at that. They're doing what is it? The comic book wave, the comic books Iceman. So that's good. That's going to be awesome. So I'm looking forward to him. All right. So I know a new Iceman is coming. This is really just for like now. We have Gambit. Gambit, I've already shown you guys, like, I'm going Mafex all the way. This is infinitely better than the Legends one. It's just not even fair. This is how I thought all Mafex figures would be, for the record. Like, I bought this as a reissue, but where it's so much better than a Legends alternative. So they're not all that way, though. You know, they aren't, like, that's where Legends have stepped up. Legends have stepped up tremendously. I continue to say it. But yeah, so Mafex for Gambit. He's the only non-Legends that I'm going to be rocking out. Well, unless I do the Iceman. But Cyclops, you already know. 97. There we go. That's our boy right there. Come on, feet. And then Colossus. Check this out. I wanted everybody to realize that, and Nilak, since you're rocking that 2-pack as well, buddy, if you have, for anybody that has the movie MCU Colossus, if you want a snarling, angry head sculpt, personally, I think that works really well. It actually color matches and fits on. Like, that's a clean pop on, and it really does. Even in hands, it works. It freaking works. I wouldn't think it if the figures were separate. The MCU one looks a little darker, but then on the body, it's you can't even see it. You can't even tell if there is a shaded. Damn it, Rogue. On my Legends wish list, make your female figures easy to stand. So frustrating. And actually, they do. They just need to be on the Black Widow body. But Colossus, bam. So there's my Colossus from the 2-pack, but with the MCU head sculpt. Scott, there he is, being a pain in the butt, not wanting to stand. All right. And then Cable. And once again, this is from the Zabu wave. He was somebody that started this whole thing off, tracking him down. I did get the 97 Cable in too. But again, that's going to be a whole different night. This is for the Gamerverse. Yeah. And those are my X-Men. We are now down to 5 figures on the Marvel side. So as of right now, and I have them all. Who did I say I missed? Blackheart. Is that it? So Blackheart on the Marvel side, son of a gun. I really wasn't sure when I was like sitting here before and I was sorting the box, like because I have my boxes sorted, but then I had to put them into roster, and I didn't realize until so it is just Blackheart. Well, shoot, that's gonna be something. All right, folks. Well, here's the Avengers side. And once again, going back to, like, I thought this was going to be my Cap, Secret Wars. And then, of course, they announced the Venom 2-pack. Oh, yeah. Hold on. So, bam. Now, I don't have, so this guy is going to be, so hold on. Secret Wars Cap is going to be my, like, Avengers photography, like, so he's in my classic Avengers style. I kind of kit bashed him out a little bit. This is the Marvel Select Shield. To this day, even with Mezco, I watched Kit Bash's review. This is the best Cap shield. All other Cap shields are garbage, and I'm going to tell you right now. So Hasbro, please just do what Diamond selected here. All right. Mafex, please just do what Diamond selected here. And Mezco, guess what? Please just do what Marvel selected. This is the best shield. They should all be stealing this concept. End point, because they all suck otherwise. They're all garbage. Every single one I've always struggled with. Legends ones break. Mafex ones are a pain in the ass. Mezco ones are a pain in the ass. This one is absolutely perfect. I like one of the few toy pieces of perfection that I have. So there you go. Because this cat, as much as I do like this guy a lot, even with nitpicks, but on the whole, I really like this Gamerverse cat. And his shield scares me because it's, the tiny little thing and those stupid ass wrist things break. And he comes with a shield specific. It's just so annoying because I hate that shield thing. And it's been since 2020 when I was buying Legends, when I got the Gamerverse, the Avengers game, that first kept just, why is it still the same? So that's all. All right. Left head on right body. There you go. Thank you, Diesel. No, I appreciate you, Berkey. Let's see. So yeah, side 9 was saying retro. Larry retro. 97 looks good and better articulated. There you go. King collecting Mafex Rogue will be great. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Whenever it releases, I know I'm excited for that one because I'm fairly certain Machu had added me as a pre-order on one. So like I just set it and forget it. Yeah, when the hell is she dropping? Oh, Grummy Nerd, there is no good road figure for me. The new Mafex one looks like it's on her. We're in her 40s. That's interesting. Oh, I haven't looked at the head sculpts in a while, but I bet you can use one of these Legends ones if you have, like this might go pretty well on the Mafex. We'll have to see. I put the brown jacket on the 97. You did? Oh, I guess that's just popping out the arms, right? Oh, I know how to do that now. And is this jacket come off? Oh, it's like on there, but it's not glued on there. All right. I see you, Machu. Not a fan of the cartoony look on the comic shelf. There you go. Slacker. I throw away all boxes. I can't collect cardboard. Don't get you more money when you sell it. It's true. That's what I've been learning. Larry, I'm still trying to find a place for my McFarlane superpowers to display properly. It is a neat goal to have. I like that. Oh, I think that's so neat. And side 9. Oh, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Oh. Seriously, guys, like it's, I appreciate you, side 9. Thank you for being here. Again, it means a lot to me, as did that comment. So thank you. Omega Weapon. I took off the Retro Rogue jacket and swapped the arms. Oh, okay. Jacketless Rogue. All right. I like it. Put the Diamonds like figures in the far back to fake smaller scales. Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking for like Iceman. Until that new one drops, it might be the select version because he also has the cool, hand effects. He also has the cool like actual ice slide. So maybe I'll do that. I'm not, as of now, I have not ordered him. I want to see how this Legend one comes out because I love Bobby, but I don't know if he's like, do I need him in Mafex level? I'm cautious. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see. Secret Wars. It looks okay. That's what it is. The Secret Wars. Yeah. No. Oh, of course. And Johnny Cock. Never expected, friend. Always appreciated. Thank you so much. Thanks for the favor. Oh, of course. Also wish the Gamerverse figures could look more like the Bengus art and in-game sprites. That would be really rad. That's something my son and I have been doing, especially with Shuma. He's been asking me, so I'll look up because after that one little snippet of getting to play, like last night, he's like, Dad, can you show me does he say gigantic? No, he says Shuma Garatz Dizzy. And like, because we found a website that has all the sprites as GIFs for each character. So that Shuma's a crazy character. It's so awesome. But thank you so much, Johnny. I appreciate you. Commander Roger Shields. Oh, that's true. See, this is why I try not to normally let my emoji, because I say something and then I backtrack. But no, you're absolutely right. I have that Commander Rogers Mezco. Oh, maybe Okay, I'm trying to think back. I have the traditional cap suit, not Silver Age though. Like he's Captain America, but I think at that time they also did a PX version of Commander Rogers. Either way, yes, the magnet on the forearm. You're right. You're right. That is better. I forgot about the magnets are cool. How do they work? That I forgot. So good point. Thank you for correcting me, Luck. I appreciate it. Yes, the wrist clips on Legend Shield are terrible. They are. Y'all, I know nobody asked, but the Joy Toy King of Fighters are so freaking cool. Ooh, you got those. Oh, Cody, that's no. First of all, we always love hearing from you. So you always have an invite of what's Cody doing, right? So that's really great to know. That's great to know. So all of you guys that, stuck and stayed with the Joy Toy line, you have more options now of characters to put with your turtles. That is great. Art G's in the house. What's going on, Art? And then Too Much News. Oh, and Art, just so you guys know, he has a new sticker. He's an exclusive for Legends Con. He's going to have his table. He just did a post. I want to say, I saw it today, where you can find his table and where he's going to be and what kind of stuff he's going to be offering. So definitely, if you're going to Legends Con, check out RG. And Cody's saying, I've been slowly phasing out boxes. I fold the really cool ones. I took my Gamerverse and I had Juggernaut, Shuma, Silver Samurai, and Wolverine, and Cap and Venom. And Chewie had told me that he was slicing off the end caps. And I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but my son instantly was like, ooh, and laid them all out on the floor and was like, what are you going to do? I'm like, something, but I did. That was his idea. And I want to turn it into something. I don't know what, but it would be really neat if I could. So and if not, then I'm hanging on to those as something. Bookmarks. I don't know. I use that Mezco shield with Secret Wars cap. Ooh. So did you do a little tinkering with forearms and stuff, or did you just slap a different magnet under the Legend glove? I'm curious. Slacker Heck, I'm hoping to have a sticker for Legends Con. Heck you. Oh, dude, come on. I'm saying you should, because I know you could probably draw something up beautifully, but just make sure you order it with enough time before. So yeah, come on, this week, get some ordered. RG, of course, come on, man. You were you're my toy hunting, you're a really great guy. And also your toy hunts are great, and you are my inspiration for any toy hunts that I attempt. How about that? I know I'm not going to find what you find. I don't know how you do it, but I respect the hell out of it. All right. We're almost there, guys. Again, Avengers. So we had, Cap starts, Hulk, we saw him. Which head sculpt am I using? Probably the angry one. If I was gonna, out of the choices, yeah, probably not this head sculpt for the shelf. It's gonna be the Yellen one. But yep, Max Hulk is the Hulk for me. And then we have Iron Man. Now, Machu had told me, so we're gonna fact check Machu. But he told me that I should be able to. Am I one of my worst hairs? God, that was funny. All right. The Extremist potentially. And then I also have, of course, this version. And I want to say that, because I know, I mean, I know Machu's right. Like, it's in one of the games, right? So that should be, it's in one of them. At some point, this version did fight Street Fighter characters. This is the one that came with the big proton cannon. I have that now, so you guys might remember me buying that. And there's Psylocke. Couldn't forget Psylocke. I know we kept talking about her. But then also, I have my 2 War Machines. So this is the one that they, Hasbro, the team, gave us for this particular wave. But I like having my options. And this was one that I bought a couple years ago with the boys when Machu and I did our ChrisCon road trip. So I have that War Machine too. And again, what's really neat is these two costumes are meant to be similar. And at the time, it was because this War Machine was a more popular character, if you can believe it, than Iron Man. And I only say if you can believe it because everyone knows, Robert Downey and Iron Man. So that's just the bottom line. Whew. We did it. We did it, guys. 2 hours. 2 hours in, we covered the Marvel side. I knew we weren't going to get to Capcom. I knew it. But yeah, that's it. It's only Blackheart, son of a gun. Well, and the Sentinel. I do need a better Sentinel. Fair enough. I could see Machu sitting there going like, what is it? So yeah, all right. I need a good Sentinel and I need a Blackheart. So Sentinel I have to track down. Dwight, I hope you design the hell out of a Sentinel for us. Got to open Marrow, and then I'm waiting on that better Iceman. I am so stoked though. Do you see why this is all I want to do now? Like, I know it's so hard. There's all these other amazing toys that have come in. But all I want to do right now with any type of toy thing is set up scenes or talk about or film all of these figures. And I don't know. It makes me happy. So I hope you guys have been finding your toy joy as well. I hope you had, your own awesome pickups. And really, I truly thank you. I hope you guys this was fun for you. I hope we helped if you had ideas for whether it's a shelf or just a collection, or you just want to take some pictures, but you have a bunch of these characters. Hopefully, we put you at ease with how you're going to fill in the gaps. But yeah, I'm very curious about Capcom. My list is incredibly lengthy and like Cedric's was. So Cedric, thank you again for chiming in. Yeah, Uncle Rizzo, that's the one that came with the cannon. Yep, I have mine. I'll get it. I'll get the cannon. Ah. Do you see how I have to not step over stuff? But yep, there's the cannon. I had to have the cannon. Of course I did. I had to. So I love it. I love it all. And yes, Toy Daddy. Oh, so we're on. All right. So Mega J Retro. That is awesome. The Motuniverse. So there you go. Mega J Retro. Love Mega J. Friend of the TPC, friend of the daddies. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you, Chewy, for that. Neelak, pondering if to get the 80th anniversary. Is that this one? So I have the modular suit Iron Man. That was from the that was from way back when they had the comic Riri Williams wave from way back. Is that what you're thinking? Or the 80th anniversary is also just like the golds, right? It's like a golden red. That kind of works too, because that's part of this look. So I think once again, you're okay if you have that one. If you have the AI, remember the AI suit, where it's the AI head on like the yellow and red? Like that's why I held out not buying this one for so long, because I owned that. But then I wanted the proton can. I really bought it for the can. So yeah, however you can flub and squeeze things in, as long as something is happy and looks good to you, that's what I'm ultimately am gonna go back to. Like, I didn't know when I started compiling this, it was really because Jada Toys started putting out amazing Street Fighter figures, and I just knew I was going to meld my own thing together based on what was available. And who knew? Like, I'm saying I didn't know until they announced it that they were going to give us actual Gamerverse stuff. So it's really neat. But, like at the same token, I'm feeling pretty good. Like, I'll have to really wait and see now if they continue the line, how they'll look. It's going to be a lot harder, I feel like, for me to make some choices. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they do. But hang on, let me scroll back up here. Holds it pretty well with his hand. No adjustments. See, that is good to know. I Ooh, that's really good to know about that cannon. Okay, never mind. So you got that one. Oh, RG got all the raw stuff. Amazing. Slacker Hacker says, I can't draw. A friend is doing as we speak. All right. He said, I'll have it tomorrow. Excellent. Those sticker places. If you need any, you have a lot of us to ask, but you can ask too. I'm saying, what do we usually use? Stickies? I don't know. But if you want, we can give you some stuff. They all turn it around fairly quickly. Let's see. So yeah, all right. I guess we're wrapping up then. No, I do need to go to bed. Larry, thank you so much. Nilak, I appreciate it. That makes me feel really good. Thank you, Seth. Thank you, guys. Uncle Rizzo, yes, the modular. I do have idea brewing potentially about figures that I have, and then doing things with them for you guys. So we'll have to say, I gotta go back and look at my stash, but modulars in there is what I'm trying to say. Oh, hell, Laserman of you, I know. Sticky Brand, that's what it is. Sticky Brand. Yeah, that's the one we use, and we like them a lot. And again, not affiliated. We just really like, and again, deals upon deals. We just ordered our special Legions Con Toy Daddy stickers. I know, I'm so excited. So, Mikey, thank you for being here. Thank you all. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you, Rick. Thank you so much. All right, folks. So I guess it is that time, as we're all getting a little tired for bed. So you know what? It's time for that lullaby. So everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I know I needed it. I hope you enjoyed it. And just, again, try to make someone's day tomorrow. Just one. Start with one person. Try to share a smile. Do some good. Do some good for others. It feels good. And then we get our toy time. So I'll see you again tomorrow night, 9 p.m. with the Toy Daddies. Love you, buddy. Good night. Good night, my toy collectors, photographers, and more. We had some fun tonight, but we're out of pictures to explore. We thank you for your time. It was nothing but sublime. Though it's time to go to bed, don't be filled with dread, because next week we'll be right here. Your Toy Daddies will appear.